Hey, sawadee crap, everybody. Uncle Pho from Bangkok, Thailand. So today, I'm trying something new today. I'm trying out screen sharing with my face. And I wanted to share with you my swim progress here in general in Thailand. So I'll get a bit geeky maybe in terms of data. So today I'm going to try to present a bit my swim stats, how I do my swimming programs, a bit about the swim team, and other stuff. So first things first, as you can see here on my screen, I am showing you a graph of my 100 meter threshold, my progress. So what does it mean is that during training, I'm checking if my 100 meter pace, so let's say it takes me 1 minute 45 for my 100 free, and with time, am I getting faster in my 100 meters at threshold level? So I'm not sprinting, I'm just holding pace. So as you can see here, I have it for the 4 main strokes: butterfly, back, breast, crawl. And really quickly, as you can see, everything is pretty much going down at a good steady level. Yes, there's some ups and some valleys, but on the long run, as you can see, it's going down. Small caveat here, for backstroke, what color it is? Red? Backstroke, I've been pulling lane lines or lane ropes during those 100 meter thresholds because, as you might know from last week, my backstroke is terrible. I've been pulling lane lines to correct my pulling technique underwater, so I really have a good feel for it. And with time, it got faster. It's feeling better to pull under the water. But I've been doing a lot of lane line pulling, and that's fine for the coach. More important to have good technique than good speed for now. So that's pretty awesome that it's going down. And even my butterfly, when it started, now it's at the same pace as when I started with my front crawl back here in Canada. This is my Tenerife time. And then way more data in Bangkok because we're timing more swims. Going down real fast here. My 200 IM threshold progress. So 200 IM, for those who don't know what's an IM, individual medley. 50 fly, 50 back, 50 breast, 50 crawl. So I started here in Thailand at 415 average. Now it's going down, up a bit because I'm trying stuff to see how can I get faster or change technique. And now I'm averaging pretty much 316 for my 200 IM at threshold pace. And recently, my recovery swim in 200 IM is around in the 340s, 350s. And for those who are curious, what has contributed to my progress, I've been working a lot on my underwaters, so being under the water and kicking harder or pushing harder for my pullouts. Been concentrating a lot on good technique, especially if you remember in Tenerife, I did the swim flume. And from there, I just check on my checklist slowly what I'm trying to progress in terms of technique. One thing that helped me a lot is to not be afraid to die in the water. When I mean die, I mean to almost suffer without pain, but really high fatigue. It's fine. If I fail, I fail, and it is what it is. But I'm just trying to hold good technique, good pace, good speed, and have that feeling of dying in the water. Even though I'm not, just touch the wall, be exhausted, and that's fine. But I think I changed my mentality so that it's fine to be really fatigued. Also, another thing that helped me out a lot is the intervals. No matter what, if I hit the interval, I'll hit it. So if I don't hit my intervals in swimming, I'll just skip to the next interval. So I'll just wait it out. But if I have 1 second's rest left, I just push off the wall and go again. And again, and again, and again. Very repeated the process, but it helped a lot. Recovery, tons of recovery. The amount of physio, acupuncture, and cupping I've been doing it every week, and it helps a lot, especially when you're getting older. And of course, the last thing that helps me a lot for swimming is the pho. Just eating pho is like my spinach for Popeye. It just brings me back up into my A game. And I have other statistics here, like I'm geeking out here. 200 meters threshold swim progress. I have all my swim stats here. Been collecting. Anyways, this is all the geek stuff that we've been recording. Then let's talk about a bit the swim team real quick here. So I'm swimming currently with Gold Swim Academy in Bang Na. It's a district within Bangkok. And they have a learn to swim program, but I'm currently doing a squad training, and they have multiple levels. So from the beginning, pre-squad, pre-white, white, red, black squad, county, regional. Regional is the last part for now in the program. So county squad, what do? Is we train 6 times per week, about 2 hours per week. What's interesting is that we do a lot of aerobic development, aerobic overload, and anaerobic threshold. And usually every day we do a bit of this. Saturdays we really hit on this part, the anaerobic threshold. It hurts a lot. And on Thursdays we do kick sets and speed sets, if you recall from my past videos. So it's a good mix. We swim between 4,000 to 5,200 meters every time, except Saturdays because it's threshold, so we have more rest. For the anaerobic stuff, we're sprinting a bit more. Yeah, and it's really fun to swim with these kids. They're super fast, they're super good, they're super happy. That's fun to see. They're always happy doing stuff, even though they're dying. It's really fun to swim together and also push each other to have better performances. Let's go to... All right. So my strength training plan, real quickly, I've added this to my swimming program. It helps out to keep my body conditioned for swimming. I planned out a 10-week cycle, whereas every 3 weeks I change the type of training. I'll always have plyometrics to give some pop or dynamic movement into my swim. But every 3 weeks I'm going from strength training to power training to speed training. And I go to the gym twice per week. And Saturday mornings after swim, I do my plyo. And every time I finish my gym work, I swim for about an hour for recovery and doing some drills so that I can get ready during the evening to swim again. Strength, for those who are curious, is just to build some strength, some conditioning. Power is to really move heavy weights really quickly to develop power. And speed is by gaining that power and that strength. I just want to try to apply speed to my movements. So very light weights, but move very quickly so that I have that speed work in my body. So if you want to race fast, you have to move fast. So you gotta get it used to that stuff. And here's some examples I'm trying to create as a program for what I'm doing for my type of workouts. Pretty much it. Then how crazy I am, I've decided to do a program to plank for 6 minutes, but I cannot do it. As of today, 6 minutes, impossible for me. I suck. I'm truly terrible at planks. So I said to myself, Richard, let's do some very progressive overloading so that I can build myself up to 6 minutes of planking. So the plan is to succeed in February, very long plan. And the basis of it is to break the 6 minutes into small chunks. So for example, my first week was 24 times 15 seconds. So this totals up to 6 minutes of total planking. But my work to rest ratio is 1-for-1. So an example is I do 15 seconds of plank, 15 seconds of rest. Then again and again and again, 24 times. Total workout is 12 minutes, but total planking is 6 minutes and total rest is 6 minutes. Then I jump to the next one, a 15-second increase, so 12 by 30s. Then I prolong it, 8 by 45s, 6 by 1s. Here I do 4 times 1, 15, so this gives 5 minutes. And once this is done, I finish up with 1 minute plank, 1 minute rest, and so forth. So you see here, eventually I do 2 times 3 minutes, and I finish at 6 minutes. So let's hope for the best in February that I can plank for 6 minutes, and hopefully it works out well and helps my swimming a lot. All right, so let's get geekier here. I do stats for swimming, but I also started my stats for my pho journey. So all the pho soups that I've eaten since the beginning of this adventure. So I made a pivot table to do some statistics of where the countries I've eaten pho, how many in total, how many were pho worthy, how many were not pho worthy, and even the average pricing to see the difference, and which country has the best ratio of pho worthiness. Right now it's Canada, because I think I went to places that I knew that their pho was good, so that's a bit biased. But you see here that in Europe it's pretty much 55% for now. In France and Spain it's pretty much the same ratio. As you can see, it's way more expensive in those areas, pho, versus Canada and Thailand. So what is interesting in Thailand is that when it's not pho worthy, it's very dirt cheap. When it's pho worthy, it's a bit more, about twice the price, but now they're pho worthy. So here we can compare that price really equates to quality based on this quick analysis. So that's pretty much it in terms of my statistics. You can check out my blog. There's more content about it, better formatted tables, and better descriptions of what I've been discussing here on this video. My goal was to show you where I'm at in the swimming, how much progress I've been doing since the beginning in October 2020. Oh. So see you guys later in the next video. Bye. Hey, this is another Pho review. Here's your Uncle Pho. I just ordered a soup from a place called, and sorry if I cannot pronounce this correctly, Nam Nuang Lu Blé or Lu Blae or Lubli. It's in the Udomsuk area. And how I ordered through Food Panda, if you want to see the app here. So I searched on the app for Vietnamese restaurant. It gave me this restaurant, and on the menu was Vietnamese soup. So I didn't know if it was going to be a pho or whatever. Now I got it, I tasted it, and it's like a hybrid between a pho and a ban can. So it has sort of the noodles of a ban can with the meats of a pho, the meatballs. The broth is a mix of pho and ban can. And ban can is another type of Vietnamese soup with thicker noodles, a thicker broth, like a more gravy-like broth. So I don't know how to define this. It's a hybrid soup. I know it's a Vietnamese soup. I hope so. Can I say it's pho-worthy? Maybe not. It's still good.